Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. The fantasies, no one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you.
Hi, I'm Melissa Simone, new author of adult fantasy fiction romance, and you're watching the Brown Book series with Shay Baby.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shay Baby from the Brown Book series. And as I promised, we had to find her, y'all. Let me just tell her business real quick. We had to find her. We had to hunt her down on Instagram. We had to make sure, she had to go get her hair, nails, toes done. She was like, look, sorry. Author, Miss Melissa Simone. Melissa, how are you, darling?
I'm lovely. How are you, beautiful?
Girl, I'm trying to keep up with you, honey.
I'm not.
You see, girl, I was like, let me go ahead and do something, put something on, because she just doing it today.
Something that you like that caught your attention?
Always. Always. So, Melissa, first of all, thank you for being on with us. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I really appreciate it. I start following you on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my friends like, where you know her from? I'm like, yo, she is hilarious on Instagram. And then I went to your book of poetry. So before we get into that, we just want to know a little bit about Melissa. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Melissa Simone. Simone is actually my middle name.
Okay.
But I figured writing a book, I just need to go away from Melissa Harrison because that's my actual name.
Yeah.
Melissa
Simone sound more sexy. We like that.
That's what I was saying. That sounds like an adult romance.
Yes.
But long story short, I am a United States Army veteran.
Mm.
I'm a nurse now. Mother of 4, wife of 17, 18 years.
Oh, wait. I thought you were about to say wife of like 2 or 3.
Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. I cursed. Almost 2 decades.
It's okay to curse.
I have a no filter.
That's 2. It's cool. We're family. We can do that.
Sometimes I can drop them. So let me just try to tamp it down. But
you're perfectly fine. This is the safe zone. You're okay.
All right, don't tell me that now.
You, boo.
But I've actually been writing since I was like little, and I never, thought of pursuing a career in writing. I just, I don't know. I love books. I love writing. September, I started writing this book. A friend gave me an idea, and I got serious about it in January. And I was reminded by several family members and my mom, you've always been good at this. You need to do something. So I've been going hard since January. I started from scratch.
Yeah.
To the point like you are noticing me.
Yes, girl, I love it. I'm telling you. I was like, wait, what? I did read that you were a veteran. So I was like, okay, so how many years were you in the military?
I did 3 years. I did 3 years. Army.
Okay.
Down in Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Oh, cool. She's a country girl. No, wait, you're not from Georgia, but you are a country girl.
I'm from Fayetteville,
North Carolina.
J. Cole in the house.
I absolutely love it. So, okay, I always ask people, veterans, this question: what made you choose the Army instead of like the Navy or the Air Force, or the Marines?
I think for me, my dad was in the Army.
Okay.
And I can't swim, still can't, and I'm not trying to learn the way they do in the Navy.
Me either. I can't swim.
Marines, I'm just go Army. It just ran in my family. My dad joined, my brother had joined, so I had several family members that was in the Army. So I grew up seeing what Army life was like. So it was just easy for me just to join the branch of service that my dad was in. So, yeah.
That makes sense. I'm sure he was happy about that, and your brothers too.
Of course.
Wow. So when you were in the Army, is that when you started doing the medical? When you
yeah.
Okay, so you was medic.
Since high school, I got my CNA out of high school, and but I only did that for like 3 days. That was a 3-day CNA. That that shit did not work for me. So I joined the Army after that. After my 3-day CNA stint. And then I was a combat medic or medical specialist. So yeah. So I've been medical since like high school.
Okay, cool. And then you chose to do nursing.
Yep, chose to do nursing.
Okay, and then January of this year, Mama said you need to quit bullshitting with this and do something for real with it.
Almost her exact words, because I have my poetry book is a collection of things I've written since like as young as 7 or 8 or 9 years old. So for the most part, I have all of my stuff saved, and most of it was dated. So mostly everything that I've had, that I've written, that I've kept on to, that's why I went ahead and just put it in the poetry book, because I want people to know that I didn't just start. You know, this is something I've been doing. I just never really embraced it to the point where I wanted to pursue it as a career.
Okay, and that's letters, quotes, poetry, and etc.
From yours truly.
What's the etc., girl?
Because it's not just a book of poems.
It's not, right?
It's like I have something in there called random shareables, where it's like a conversation that, you know, I might have had with my daughter in the car. Quotes, things that, you know, I've said that I might have posted on my social media, or quotes from my sneak peek from my upcoming book. And then there's letters, not necessarily letters to people I know. Like I did a letter to the kid, Cameron Boyce, that passed away. I think it was. And me and my kids love to watch Hey Jesse, and I loved following him. So I wrote a letter. I don't know him. Of course, his family doesn't know me, but I wrote a letter like to him. So it's just, and then there are like short unfinished poems. There's like a little story I wrote, I think in like the 6th grade. So the etc. meaning is just anything that I've written that I felt like I wanted other people to read. That's the etc.
So it's like letters, quotes, and the rest of my shit, basically.
Yeah, there you go. Now the next one is just gonna be straight poetry.
Okay, yeah. The next one, I was like, oh, love and the significance of it. So to go back with the letter, quotes, poetry, and etc.
Sure.
How hard that's your first publication, correct?
My first publication is my sneak peek. So the novel series that I'm working on is Significance of Love, Sacrifice, and Secrets.
Right.
I decided to release a sneak peek around the time I started my Instagram, so that I can get myself out there, get people to read my sneak peek, kind of see what my book is about, get an idea of it. That was the first book I actually published.
Okay.
And it's like a 5-page book. The poetry book, that was kind of like unplanned. I just said, let me just drop a poetry book right quick, just collect all my stuff. There's a few new things in there, but that poetry book is actually my second published book.
Okay. How hard was it to get published?
Oh my God.
Girl, I'm sorry. You need a glass of wine? I'm sorry.
I got to get my bubbly that's downstairs.
On our next interview, you can, girl. Come with all of it.
Please say that next interview, because we can be on the red carpet next time.
And hold on. Wait a minute. So
I mean that for real.
Hold on. We gotta make a deal.
Yeah,
so,
no.
The whole world is about to see when you get on this red carpet. I need the first interview.
You will, because you are my first. I mean, I have had people express interest in me on Instagram. I've gained some really good friends like all over the world on Instagram, but they don't do interviews, and that's cool because they've been helping me with other things. But as far as someone wanting to interview me and not charge me, you're like the first person. Yes. So when we're on that red carpet, you are going to be my first official interview.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Brown Book loves you.
No, they're going to be HBO, Netflix, Hulu. They're going to be fighting over my book.
Right. Listen, I ain't got to fight. I'm be like, y'all want me to call her for y'all?
But I'm sorry, I kind of but I went through Kindle Direct Publishing.
Okay.
Because when I first started looking into it, I'm reading about, I'm unknown. No one knows who I am. So then I read about, first of all, trying to get in contact with publishing companies, how people had doors slammed in their faces and how you have to pay all this money, which I don't have, for. So was doing my little research and I found Kindle Direct Publishing, basically through Amazon.
Right.
And they walk you through everything. And it's a process because I'm still learning, but the publishing part is actually, when I first did it, yeah, I took a few tries, but I finally got it. Like my poetry book, that was my first time doing a table of contents in a paperback, so it's kind of screwed up,
Okay.
which I reduced the price for a little bit until I go and fix it. But I'm gonna raise the price back up because someone told me, that's gonna be like a special edition, because
Yeah.
when you do fix it
Yeah.
and know who you are, they can be like, hey, look, I got this.
Definitely.
But for the most part, it's so easy on Kindle Direct Publishing. It's like 3 pages. You fill it out. You fill out the type of book, the genre. You just fill out like 3 forms, and you upload your document. You upload your book cover. So it's not as difficult as it seems. And everything, I only split my money with Kindle Direct Publishing. So there are no.
It's the best part.
Yeah, that's the best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah, and even with the book cover, I've downloaded a app where you can make your own book covers.
Yeah.
Still not like a pro at it, but I was able to. You can put pictures on it, and you can put your title on it. So there are things I've been doing with this app for book covers that's been helping me out. So I've used it for all of my books so far. And I'm actually going to be using it for my next book that's coming out.
That's what's up.
Then
Okay.
the poetry book wasn't nothing but a selfie. Look, it was just a selfie that I took.
I liked it though.
It was a selfie. That's all.
I liked it though, because it was so well. We knew it was a selfie, but it was cool because it matched the title. Everything was just like, no, this is her, just raw. I loved it.
You and what you see is what you get. My Instagram, that's who I really am. There's no faking. That's my personality.
I'm the same way. I'll be like, Lord help Jesus. I'm gonna have to pray a lot.
If I post, that's just really what my mind goes at, like 100 miles per hour. So that's just who I.
And that's why I was so drawn to you, because I was like, is she? She is me. I'm telling you, I'm so drawn to. I'm drawn to the authors who just have like the personality. I don't want to say it's not a techno shit, but it's just so genuine. It's so relatable. That's why I love my Beverly Jenkins. That's why I love T Bear, baby, because her personality is so wonderful. I love Brenda Jackson, a person just down to earth, just open hearted. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, what you see is what you get. There's no facade. Sharice Hodges is the same way. She's like, girl, what?
That's me.
And now you. I was like, I love Melissa.
Oh, thank you so much. That's people have been telling me that, messaging me and stuff like, people are just drawn to you. I'm like, this is just who I am. I don't give a fuck who do or don't. I say what I say. This has always been me. So I mean,
just unapologetically you. I love it.
Yeah, I ain't got to hold nothing back.
I know, okay. So my next question is, so you told us how you got published with the Kindle Direct. Now, how many rejections did you get from other publishing companies before you found Kindle? Or did you just Google Kindle and like go there? Or
I didn't even try, because I read about Amanda Hawkins, and she was a woman that, I forgot what her job was, but she had written 17 novels.
Wow.
And every publishing company that she pursued slammed the doors in her face. So it was some kind of Muppets convention or something was going on. And I think it was like 6 months away. So she took a chance and uploaded all of her novels on through KDP. She sold over 100,000 copies in like less than 2 months. In a year, she made $2.5 million. That's what she kept after splitting with Amazon. So,
It was a no-brainer for you after that.
Rainer, so I'm like, oh, Amanda, me and you gonna have lunch one day. So I even like I downloaded and read her first books. They're like teenage vampire series type books, just because I'm like, she don't know me, but I gotta support her. So after I read her story, I said, you know what? Why even waste my time trying to go through the process of people saying you have to do this, this, and this? We don't know who you are. So that really was just the final push. That when I read about her, that inspired me. So nowadays, one of her books, I think they're looking into picking up for television.
Wow.
These publishing companies that slam the doors in her face are seeking her now. So I don't even want you to slam the door in my face. I want you to like what I got and then pursue me.
Exactly.
So,
that makes sense. I love that. So, okay. Your writing style.
mm-hmm.
Now, I know, the book of poetry. Is there a particular genre of like, because I love romance novels. So are you going to just continue to do poetry, or are you going to do the novels as well? Like,
I'm doing everything, to be honest with you, because I love adult romance. So
okay.
I'm writing poetry. My poem it's about what I'm feeling or what I'm trying to relate to. It's not necessarily about like a certain person, like a family member say, oh, you must have been mad with your husband when he wrote that. I'm like, nah.
No.
I like to be relatable, because I mean, at my age and I don't have time for bullshit. So write what other people can relate to. Now, some things are more specific, like the letters. I wrote a letter to each child the year they were born. So yeah, that's specific. That's for my child. I have a cousin that had passed away.
Oh yeah, hold on. I said, Lord, did we leave? Okay.
But so I write everything. Recently, I've been writing poems based around Black Lives Matter, because it just depends on what I'm feeling. So I've written 3 so far, published on my Instagram, and I've even got an idea for children's books.
Okay, so I just write it. Everything is in your head. So when it comes to the adult romance, though, so you want to stick with like contemporary? Have you thought about historical, maybe erotic, maybe?
No historical. I appreciate every type of romance there is, but I like to say my book is kind of like a 50 Shades of Grey meets Harry Potter. That's what I like to tell people, and a little bit of Twilight.
Wait a minute. That's gonna be good.
That's what I like. There's no BDSM, but there's hot and heavy sex scenes. I don't hold back on the curse words. So it's like a clash, because when I was talking to a friend of mine, we were looking for a book like that. I'm like, you know what? Let's just write one. So this is just a mixture of all those. It's an adult fantasy fiction romance. It has fairies, wizards, and humans, magic. Yeah, I know, right?
There's gonna be a cigarette after all that, girl.
And it has, since I love love stories too, I love happy endings. There are several love stories in the book. So book 1 tells 2 different love stories. So and then book 2 is like 2 or 3. So it's a whole bunch of, it's several different love stories, and my goal is to make people fall in love with the characters and get their new book boyfriends, and I want my book boyfriends at the top of everybody's list. So move over, Christian.
It will be. It will be. Definitely, it will be. How long does it, right, definitely. How long does it take you to write? Like, what's your writing style? How long does, when you sit down and figure out I'm going to write this poem or this letter or this novel? And I know it's different time because you write different things, but it might not be. It might take you just as long to write poetry as it does to write a novel. So what's your writing style first, and how long does it take?
So my writing style, I haven't adopted one. I know some people say I'm gonna do this many in a word count, or I'm gonna write such and such chapters. As far as writing novels, I don't write in order. I have an idea about what I want to happen, and then I put it on my notes or my Google Docs app that I have on my phone.
Okay.
So everything's kind of like, I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. This is going to happen to so and so. So my novels aren't written in order. I have to kind of piece it together.
Okay.
As far as poetry, it's just when the moment hits me, like
When the spirit
the
moves.
yeah, when the first poem, when um I can write that in a matter of minutes. A
Okay.
poem for me, I can write unless I take a break because I have to do something else. It's probably priority. I can write a poem in a matter of 5-10 minutes. Poetry is easy. That's easy. Writing the book, I don't have a set anything. I just write.
Okay.
So I could be writing for 5 or 6 hours nonstop. I don't stop until I'm satisfied with where I'm trying to get to in the book. It's kind of like binge watching.
Right.
Like if I'm binge watching a series or something like that, I don't stop until I'm 4 or 5 shows in. So I'm the same way with writing, which is kind of bad because I'm trying to get control of when I do it and how long for, but I just can't. I can't stop until I'm satisfied with where I need to go. So I don't know what my writing style is. I just do.
You just do you.
I do it. I force myself not to think about it only when I'm at work
Okay.
because I out and go home. Just mid shift.
Well, where's my nurse?
Yeah. Need a pain pill. So, like, she went to lunch. She ain't come back yet.
Come back and get nothing.
And then I'm working 12-hour shifts, so I have to focus on.
You still work 12-hour shifts?
Well, they turn into 13 and 14s, but yeah, I do 12-hour shifts. So I got to focus,
Yeah, girl, we
So,
gotta get you out the hospital onto this red carpet. So I need you to focus.
yes, I'm trying to be. Look, I done shouted out everybody. They won't call me back, but that's okay because it's gonna be me and you.
All day. I got you. All day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
gonna see who I can shout out for you. Put you in the right direction. What we can do?
I invited Kevin Hart to for dinner a few times, but they say be persistent. That's what these celebrities say. Keep DMing me, and it's all good. No love lost. I'm starting from the bottom. So
I love it. Okay, we'll holler at Kevin so he can hit you up.
from the bottom, not a whole time.
Mhm.
That's what the song like. I started from scratch.
That's it. I love it. So the book that you have out now, it's
Yes.
called what?
So the sneak peek is
Yes.
Significance of Love, Sacrifice, and Secrets.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh yes. So there are two women. I don't say it on the summary, but one woman's black, one woman's white.
Oh, because it was you right. You didn't, girl. You kept that.
I don't mind revealing that because when you read the description, when I describe their skin, you'll know. But they're strangers. They meet each other. They instantly become best friends. And there's romance because remember I said there's two love stories, so
Right.
they get their own little love story in there too. So they meet these like fabulous guys, but then they strange things start to happen, and then they find out that their past intertwines.
Yes.
So now it's gonna be like, what are they gonna do about it?
Right.
Men that they're with, are they gonna stand by their side? Are they gonna be there with them? But everyone has a bit of a backstory. Everyone connects. So book 2 is actually explaining their past.
So
Book
when can we see book 2? I'm sorry.
oh, no, it's good. So actually, I've already written book 2. It started off one book. Remember, I've been writing since September.
Right.
Oh, it started off as one book. And when I noticed, I'm like, oh, this is a lot. I need to break this up. So then I broke it into 2 books. And then I'm writing book 1. And my page count, I'm like, okay, I'm a new author. Ain't nobody gonna buy no 300-400 page book from the new girl. Let me size it up. So it's gonna be anywhere from 3 to 4 books. So what I did was book 1, I divided up into 2 books. So all I have to do with book 2, there's 2 more chapters I want to add because I feel like it's lacking another love story.
Okay.
To add another love story, but that's written. I just have to go and do my self edit on that one before I have someone proofread it. So book 2 is basically it's done. Just needs to be edited.
I love it. Well, when you need to go ahead on and edit it, ma'am, and put it out there because we want to know.
But see, throw book 1 out there, see if I get some bites, and 2, maybe 3 months, I'll release book 2. We'll see what.
We'll
but
see
yeah.
what.
And book 3 is pretty much done too, because remember I had to divide the book up. So
exactly.
So it's all because I have ideas for 2 or 3 more books after this series, and I really want to get started on those.
Okay, Miss Matrix, yeah, honey.
Everywhere. But so this book, so these women meet and they become best friends, and strange things are happening. They both have a boo thing that they meet, they fall in love with. It's comical. Some of their thoughts are pretty funny, pretty hilarious. I make references to movies and authors that I've liked, that I've read. Like I made a reference to The Grinch, like when his heart grew.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I make references to, and some of the stuff I make references to, you kind of tells my age, but I make a couple of references to some 80s movies and some 90s shows and stuff like that. But
those are the best though, the 80s and 90s.
There's some quotes and some good quotes in there, what the men are saying to the women and blah blah blah, and the title of the book, Significance of Love, Advice, and Secrets. So the significance of I think sacrifice is in book 1. So you'll understand, in my mind, pertaining to this book, what is so significant about sacrificing. So it's just like I said, adult romance. It is. I don't even want 18 to read it. I'm like 21 and up. This is like drinking age stuff.
I love it, and we want everybody to go out and get it. Okay, listen.
Yes.
There is a couple of segments that we do here at the Brown Book Series.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the segments is called Who'd You Rather? Where we give you 2 guys, you know what I'm saying? We be like, which one you rather, with?
Okay.
Okay, so who'd you rather?
Okay.
Will Smith or Martin Lawrence?
Will Smith.
She like, whatever, Will Smith. Next. Okay. This is a good one right here. Hold on.
Okay.
Who'd you rather? George Clooney or Denzel Washington?
George Clooney.
That was a difficult one for me too. I was like,
George.
She said George can get it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Last one. Who'd you rather? Brad Pitt or Shamar Moore?
I'm sorry, Brad Pitt. I mean, I love Shamar Moore. I mean, I love everyone you mentioned. Brad Pitt, maybe back in some years ago. Not like today.
Not. All right. I love it. She said Will Smith about the rib. She's like, what? Why even name somebody else?
Saying Will Smith though.
Girl, I get it. Okay. So what?
Reasons.
Like the reasons?
Yeah.
What's the reasons, girl?
Oh, you really want to know for real?
Yes.
So I don't see it, but people have always told me I look like Jada Pinkett Smith. And then I always say, well, Jada didn't share some of them coins. So
that's why. Right now. Hold on now. Wait a minute now. Let me.
Let's here.
Right there. Stay right there. Here we go.
Oh, she done put on the glass.
I can see that though. Y'all got yes. I can see that.
Same height too.
Okay then. I can see that.
I think she got me by a few inches.
Oh, y'all the same height?
Nah, I think she got me by a few inches.
She's shorter.
I'm 4'11". I think she's taller than me.
No, I think Jada might be right at like.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm about to see. Okay, I can see that though. I can see that. So okay, then. So you like 4 feet of dynamite, babe. I love it.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay.
Dead or alive. If you were hosting a dinner party and could invite 5 people from any era, who would it be?
Well, it's funny because Jada Pinkett Smith was one of them.
Okay.
I had Ellen on there. I had Issa Rae on there, and Obama. Or could they just be one person so I can add on another one?
You know what?
They go 5.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice dinner party right there.
That is. I'm digging Issa Rae. She is awesome. I've always loved Jada, and Ellen is awesome too. She's so cool.
Yeah.
Ellen, no brainer.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, but Obama had to bring Michelle for me to, like bring Michelle with you, honey. Come on.
Well, that's why I said Obama and Michelle. They coming together.
Yeah. Okay. 2 for 1. All right. Let's see here. All right. So this is our last question of the Brown Book Series interview.
Sure.
And before we get to our last question, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really, really appreciate it. I really, really do. I am rooting for you from the bottom of my heart and my soul.
Thank you so much. Just the fact that you're interested in just me being myself to the point where you want to talk to me. That speaks volumes.
Girl, tell you, I love it. All right, and so we want everybody to go out, Google, look up, Pinterest, whatever you got to do, smoke signal. Miss Melissa Simone, exactly. Melissa, do you have a website?
I don't. Child, I'm one thing at a time because I'm maintaining this Instagram. Everything goes to the Facebook. That's a challenge in its own right now. So
trust me, I know.
My Instagram, everything on my Instagram goes to my public Facebook.
Okay, cool. So they can look you up on Instagram.
Yes, they can.
All right, and you all can go to Amazon and get her books. Okay,
yeah.
Author Melissa Simone. Okay, so that brings us to the last question of the day.
Bring it.
She said, bring it. Yeah. If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
Eclectic.
Girl. I wasn't ready for that one.
I'm sorry, I won't either.
I wasn't ready.
I was going to ask me that. Eclectic.
I like that. Yes.
Eclectic. Yes.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Miss Melissa.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Take care.
You too, babe.
Bye.
Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you. It's for us. The fantasies. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book.